It was 2015. I had just graduated from college and I wanted to start making my mark. So I created my first ever blog. This was my first time entering the online world, and I had created what I thought was going to be the next groundbreaking idea, Fundamental Mindset. That was the name of my blog because I always believe in doing the fundamentals, and I always believe in having a great mindset. When you can combine those two things, you can do a lot of special, amazing things. The name still is incredible, but I remember when I was doing this that I would spend all this time, all this energy trying to figure out things. And I was completely scared to invest in myself. And partly it was because I didn't have a lot of money, but the other part was I had never done it before. I didn't want to make a mistake, so I had all these limiting beliefs around it. And I'll never forget, I see a course, and it was by this guy that I was following at the time, and it was like $297. And I thought the course could be good. I was like, oh, this could help me. Like, I got to learn from someone that I don't already know. And I tried to negotiate. I did whatever I could. I tried to lower the price. I tried to get a discount. I tried to get a scholarship. I was trying to do whatever I could to make that cheaper for myself. And not only did I get a discount off of that, which was like $50, almost 20% off, but I still didn't buy the program. And I ended up holding off buying that program, and I ended up holding off investing in myself at all for a while. And I did this because I didn't have a lot of money, but I also didn't want to invest in the wrong thing. And I was really scared. I didn't fully understand how much the right investments can speed up your timeline to success. And looking back on it, and I think back to even when I started to actually crush it, looking back on it, every time I didn't invest, it has lengthened my time to success by either making the mistake or by getting the thing that sped up my process. And so for me, if I've made an investment, I've grown. If the investment was a bad investment, I learned. I learned about myself. I learned about what worked. I learned about what didn't work. I view these investments as growing opportunities. And the investments that were good, it means that I achieved some type of result I was looking for. And so what I want to share with you is my personal 3 best investments that I've made over the last 10 years to go from fundamental mindset and creating my first ever blog to running a successful company in Big Idea 2 bestseller. Now, my name is Jake Kelfer. I'm a 4-time best-selling author who's turned multiple books into successful businesses in the publishing, coaching, and online digital space. I currently run a company called Big Idea 2 Bestseller, which is a full-service publishing house that's dedicated to helping people write, publish, launch, and market nonfiction books for back-end business growth and impact. And I'm going to share with you these 3 investments that I've made. And they haven't all been easy to make. But now looking back from where I'm at today on my adventure to where I was, these 3 things have had the single greatest impact on my livelihood, my ability to generate wealth, and my ability to go to the next level. So the first thing is masterminds. The first investment is masterminds. Now, I personally have always been a fan of people. I love group projects. I love collaboration. I love working together. I love learning from my peers. Now, in school, I always thought that just group projects, and there were always people that shared ideas, and then there were a couple people that did more or less than others. And there were the pros and cons of group projects. But masterminds, what's really cool about a mastermind is everybody is in there to help each other to achieve something greater than themselves while also building the individual in the process. And so once I joined a mastermind, I realized there was no going back. Now, just to be clear on terminology here, a mastermind, the way that I'll kind of define it today, is when a group of people get together and support each other in their businesses and life. This could be a 3-person group where you take 3 friends, you go on a 2-day trip and you talk about each other's businesses, support each other, and have some form of an agenda to make sure everyone's maximizing their experience. Or it could be a 30-plus person group facilitated or led by one particular person. I've done both. I've done in between. I've done bigger. And one of the masterminds that I love is the mastermind that Chris Harder does. Chris Harder has an elite entrepreneur mastermind. I've been in there for a few years and it's been spectacular. And I love his group because there are 30 people. I get to meet people. I get to learn from people. I get to travel to places. But here are some of the the benefits of being in a great mastermind. Number one is you get to meet epic people. Every time you join a mastermind, and you could join any type of mastermind. You could join real estate mastermind. You could join industry specific mastermind. You could join general mastermind. You could join revenue generating. You could join demographic dependent masterminds. And what I've found is that Chris's mastermind, for example, is great because he has people from all different types of businesses. There's sex therapists, Enneagram expert, coaches. There are speakers. There are people that do financial advising. There are people who are personal stylists. There's all different types of people in this mastermind, and it's something that I really, really enjoy. And this was from a picture when we were both speaking at an event together, and because we had developed a great relationship, it was awesome. But a few of the things that I love about a great mastermind is you get to meet epic people. You get to create partnerships with people. So I've generated hundreds of thousands of dollars off of referrals from people I've met in a mastermind. You get to work with people that you trust, that you like. And so for me, I've been able to get clients from the mastermind, which has been amazing. My personal philosophy is I always make sure that I'm a friend first. And if we do business together, that's second, but our friendship comes first. But I get to work with people and deliver my genius to them to help them achieve a result they're looking for. You get introductions to others. So because I've been part of this mastermind, I've been able to be connected to other people's networks, which therefore has expanded my own network. You get to leverage the expertise of other people in the group. So some people are really good at organic, some people are really good at paid. But the beautiful thing about a mastermind is you get to see what they both do and then see how you can learn from those types of different approaches. You get to travel to amazing places. One of the reasons I joined Chris's mastermind is because I wanted to level up what was possible for me. I wanted to increase my money mindset. I wanted to get to that next level financially. And so for his mastermind, we always travel to these incredible places. It's a luxury event. And this is something that before I joined his event, I had experienced, but I had never personally been able to do it myself. And so by being invested in this mastermind, I've been able to level up my money mindset, meet all these people, and do some amazing things. So this mastermind, working with Chris and being a part of his mastermind, as well as several others, has significantly, not only financially, paid me back exponential returns, but it has absolutely expanded my mind, my friendship circle, and been an incredible, incredible investment on my scale from starting Big Idea to Bestseller to turning it into a 7-figure plus business in just a little bit of time. My second best investment that I've made is my team. Now, most entrepreneurs have this mindset. I'm guilty of this too, where they feel that in the beginning, only they can do the work. No one can do it as good as them. And what happens is that you think you're the only person who can do it, and then you end up doing a million things and you realize that you're actually the bottleneck. And when I talk with a lot of people, actually from my mastermind, or when I meet new people, what I've come to realize is that a lot of entrepreneurs feel the same way. They feel that they've worked so hard, they're the originator of it, so only they can do the best things. But the truth is, and maybe there are some things that only you can do the best, but the truth is the majority of things that you're doing in a business have been done before. There are people better than you at it, and that you can actually bring on other people. And so for me, hiring a team has been one of the most amazing things that I've ever done. Now, when I first thought about hiring a team, I panicked. Why? Because my mind went to, I can't afford anyone. I'm barely paying myself. And so I was like, I'd rather grind and spend all this time than to outsource, than to delegate. But what I learned early on is that there are many options to hire. You don't need to hire 5 people at one time. You don't need to pay someone full-time salary right off the bat. And that was a big shift for me. And I think part of that is because you look at the culture of the world and you're always like, they just got investment money, so they just brought on 5 people. Their team is growing so big. Or you look at these huge companies. But we're not there yet. You're not there yet. And that's okay. And if you are, amazing. But what I realize is that you can hire for just little things, and you can start small. So you can delegate your email, your errands. You can delegate the things that you don't love to do in your business, and you can start with an assistant. Then you can get to a part-time assistant. Then you can get to a full-time assistant. Then you can get to part-time contractors, full-time people. And you can grow and grow and grow along that way. Now, this isn't going to be a video on how to build a team, But what I would say is that for me, as I've hired my team, I started with just a few hours part-time, more hours part-time. We have full-time employees now and Big Idea to Bestseller. It's amazing. But what's really cool about having a great team is that they are better than you. If you hire correctly, they are better than you at the things that you know you need to be great at. So for example, we have a publishing division at Big Idea to Bestseller, and the people on the publishing division are better than I ever was at helping people with their books. And so not only does it free me up to do the things that I'm really great at, but it also makes our company better. We produce better results. We help people even better. And that's a testament to my amazing team because they're just better at the things. They've either done it before, they have more experience, or they are just better at the task that we're looking to get done. When you have a great team, you get your time back. This is an amazing thing that I've realized. And I remember hiring my first ever assistant just for a couple hours. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just freed up 2 hours every single day to do whatever I want. It's incredible that you get your time back. And when you have a great team, you can focus on the things that you do best and let them handle the things they do. And what I've come to realize from this is that there are people that love to do everything. So it might be crazy to you, and it was crazy for me, that there were people that love organizing and doing emails and creating all these spreadsheets and these processes. That's not what I love to do. There are people who love to edit books. I don't love to edit books. But if you find the right people, you're unbelievably giving them an opportunity to do the thing that they love to do, the thing that they're really good at, while also freeing yourself up to do the things that you love to do. So for me and Big Idea to Bestseller, as we've grown our team, and we have a core team, and then we have people from all over the United States and all over the world who we work with, what's so incredible about it is that we're able to deliver the highest quality service. We're able to create incredible experiences for our clients, and we're able to do things that we all love to do to create something that's bigger than just ourselves. And that's enabled me to scale at a much faster rate than it would have if I tried to do this alone or with just one other person. Now, the last investment that I would say has been the greatest gift to my personal growth in my life and into my business is my books. It's my books. Every time I've wanted to get to the next level or start a new business, I've cheated. I write a book and it immediately gives me more credibility. It immediately puts me into the next level of perception and next level of credibility, next level of authority, next level of expertise, next level of, oh, this dude knows what he's talking about. We should at least pay attention and give him a chance. I wrote my first book, Elevate Beyond, at 23 years old, and it led to my first $1,000 plus speaking gig within a few months. I wrote my second book and got invited to speak in China on a 10-day speaking tour. That book was called Elevate Your Network, and they hired me to speak on networking and communication in China to a group of educators. I wrote my third book when I really wanted to get into the online business world, and the way I did that is I used that book to network with some of the biggest names in the space. That's how I got my introduction to Lori Harder, John Gordon, Pat Flynn, John Lee Dumas, Anthony Trucks, Brock Johnson, Dr. Nicole LePera, and a bunch of other people, 39 people I interviewed for that book. And it immediately got me to the next level. It immediately helped me build my network. And then I wrote my fourth book, Big Idea to Bestseller. And this book was written to take the company to the next level. And this company has added millions of dollars to our revenue. And what's really, really amazing about this is every time that I've invested in a book, whether it's time, money, or energy, the results have been exponential, okay? And I believe that a book is one of the best investments anybody can make. And when you combine it with team and masterminds, you get the trifecta. Let me explain. The mastermind is your peer-to-peer networking and coaching. That's your ability to level up, leveraging the power of those around you. The team is your ability to free up your time and to help people, to have people do the things that either you're not that good at or that you don't want to do, giving you your time back and them a job doing what they love. And then your book is a tangible physical asset that can be everywhere, even when you're only in one place. And so some of my reasons for why I think writing a book is one of the best investments I've ever made is because you get all of your best thoughts and content into one organized piece of content. You create something tangible to give away and to sell to people. It's the ultimate credibility tool. Look at all the biggest names in your industry. They probably all have books, if not multiple. Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, Brene Brown, Lewis Howes, right? You look at all these people. It builds the foundation for whatever you want to do next. So a book is often your best content in one place, which can allow you to turn it into a coaching program, to scale a coaching program, consulting, speaking gigs. It can be the basis, a book can be the basis of your keynote speech, a coaching program, a digital course, any type of offering, a workbook. You can use your book to network. It's a great way to get in the door. You can use your book as a client acquisition tool. Give people your book who are high quality leads. They'll see it as a gift. They'll be more invested. They'll see that you really know your stuff. You can use it as a customer experience gift. Once you have a client, give them your book, give them a signed copy, give them 5, let them give it to their friends. Now your name's getting in front of other people who might be interested. The list goes on, but having a book is one of the best investments I've ever made. So these are the 3 best investments that I've made to build a 7-figure business: masterminds, team, and writing books. And so if you want to get a free copy of my best-selling book, Big Idea to Bestseller, you can go to bigideatobestseller.com/free-book. Just go ahead and input your information and we will send you a copy of my book. And if you want to figure out how you can write a book yourself and use it to grow a successful business or to scale an existing business, then go to bigideatobestseller.com/call and we will walk you through the exact process of how you can write, publish, launch, and market a book so you can achieve the outcomes that you're looking for. Let's go.